Welcome to Greek Mythology Uncovered. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest failures in mythology, the so-called god of war, who kept losing. If you love mythology, history, and epic storytelling, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have plenty more legendary stories coming your way. When you hear the title God of War, you might imagine a powerful warrior, a deity who dominates the battlefield with unmatched skill and strength. In Greek mythology, that title belongs to Ares, the son of Zeus and Hera. But unlike other great gods, Ares was never truly respected, admired, or even liked. Not by mortals, not by the other gods, and certainly not by his own father, Zeus. In fact, Zeus despised Ares so much that he outright declared Ares was the most disgraceful god on Mount Olympus. So how did Ares, the embodiment of war and conflict, become one of the most ridiculed and unwelcome deities in Greek mythology? Let us dive deeper into his origins, his disastrous role in the Trojan War, and why, even among the gods, Ares remained an outsider. Ares, the god of war. No one wanted, exploring his origins and role in Greek mythology. Ares was the son of Zeus and Hera, which should have given him a prestigious position among the Olympian gods. After all, Zeus was the king of the gods, and Hera was the queen of Olympus. Logically, their son should have been one of the most powerful and revered gods. But from the beginning, Ares was different. He did not inherit Zeus's charisma, leadership, or wisdom, nor did he possess Hera's intelligence or cunning. Instead, he was the embodiment of blind aggression and brute force, a reckless warrior who charged into battle without thinking. Unlike Athena, who also represented war but emphasized strategy, discipline, and wisdom, Ares only cared about violence and bloodshed. While Athena fought with precision and intelligence, Ares fought with rage and chaos. The Greeks valued order, logic, and control, which is why they honored Athena far more than Ares. Even Zeus, Ares' own father, loathed his son's love for senseless slaughter. He once said, "Of all the gods on Mount Olympus, I hate you the most. You delight in war, conflict, and destruction. If you were not my son, I would have cast you into Tartarus long ago." Imagine being the god of war and still being seen as a failure. That was Ares. The Trojan War, the legendary conflict between the Greeks, Achaeans, and the Trojans, lasted 10 years and was one of the bloodiest wars in Greek mythology. This should have been Ares' time to shine, but instead, it became one of his most humiliating moments. Ares chooses the Trojan side. But why? When war broke out, Ares sided with Troy, largely because of his love affair with Aphrodite, who was a staunch supporter of the Trojan prince Paris. Unlike Athena and Hera, who hated the Trojans for awarding Aphrodite the golden apple, Ares had no real reason to fight, other than the fact that he just liked violence. While Athena used cunning tactics to aid the Greeks, Ares simply charged into battle, swinging his sword wildly. He relished in the chaos, cutting down Greek warriors left and right. The battlefield became his playground. However, this joy did not last long. Diomedes versus Ares. A mortal wounds a god. At one point in the war, Diomedes, a powerful Greek warrior, fought bravely with divine assistance from Athena. She granted him supernatural strength and allowed him to see the gods on the battlefield. warning him not to engage any god, except Ares. Athena had a personal grudge against Ares, seeing him as reckless and undisciplined. She wanted to teach him a lesson. When Diomedes encountered Ares, he did something unthinkable. He threw his spear straight into the god's stomach. Ares let out a scream so loud that it was like 10,000 men crying out in agony. Ares runs to Zeus and gets insulted again. After being wounded, Ares flew straight to Mount Olympus, where he whined to Zeus about how unfair it was that a mortal had hurt him. But instead of sympathy, Zeus mocked him in front of the other gods. Ares had lost, not just to the Greeks, but also to his own arrogance. Despite his humiliating defeat, Ares still supported the Trojans. But as the war dragged on, it became clear that strategy and cunning, not brute force, would decide the victor. The Greeks, with Odysseus's cleverness, built the legendary Trojan horse, deceiving the Trojans into thinking it was a gift. The Trojans brought the horse inside their walls, unknowingly sealing their fate. That night, Greek warriors emerged from the horse, opened the city gates, and unleashed devastation. And where was Ares? Nowhere. Unlike Athena, who helped orchestrate the Greek victory, Ares did nothing to save Troy. He didn't protect the city, didn't warn his allies, and didn't even fight back. For someone who was supposed to be the god of war, his absence during the final moments of the greatest war in Greek mythology spoke volumes. Ares' reputation, after Troy, a god without honor. After the war, Ares' reputation as a warrior never recovered. Athena remained respected, honored, and worshipped, while Ares continued to be a symbol of reckless violence and incompetence. Even among the Spartans, who were known for their love of war, Ares was not a major figure of worship. They respected discipline, strategy, and bravery, qualities embodied by Athena, not Ares. And that, my friends, is how the so-called god of war became the laughingstock of Olympus. While Athena used intelligence and strategy to lead her side to victory, Ares proved that brute force without wisdom is nothing more than chaos. If you love Greek mythology, don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment below. Who is your favorite Greek god and why? Let's keep the discussion going.